really do. Welcome back to the Wheat Field, y'all. Welcome to you. If you new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie here at Tears and We Throw Show, where you show enough, never know what you're gonna get, beloved. We are a spiritual reader, a channeled messenger onto the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, and we are so excited to bring you this message. I know we probably don't seem excited, like the energy doesn't feel very up today, which is one of the reasons why we want to bring the message. I'm picking up the energy of like anxiety, insecurity, like having to remind yourself that you are enough. we um we just had a job interview and we haven't interviewed in a while, and we definitely feel the need to practice our interviewing skills. I don't know, for some reason it felt like the nerves and the jitters just kind of got to us and we didn't um, maybe express ourselves as best as we could. But I feel like, well, I gotta take that back. We did, in the moment, like express ourselves the best that we could at that time. And we just have to know that what we said and what we did is enough, right? So I'm getting the energy that the Most High God wants to reaffirm or reassure us and somebody else who may be experiencing this, that the way is already made, beloved, so that you can kind of relax, bring your energy down, and just know it. So, for those who will tap in, I thank you for the week. What up, guys? Week, what it do? I appreciate you, each and every one of you. On this day, being spirit say, be rest assured that everything is okay. And if you are feeling a little bit nervous, like how I was a little bit, just know that those nerves and jitters are even there for a reason, right? Because we're usually very confident and calm pretty much when we interview. We know what we know and we're able to express it, and things are usually pretty good. But for some reason today, we just got that nervous energy, and that's something to be considered as well. We like I don't know. The same way that they were interviewing me, I was interviewing them too. We like, maybe the nerves is telling me that if this is for us and if it's not. So we will see. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. We are just gonna bring a quick message. I'm getting the energy of anxiety, being rest assured that the way is always made, beloved. So no matter the outcome of whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, know that in this space and time, everything is still working out well for you. That's what I'm getting. We got a new deck of cards, y'all. We so excited. The Mary Magdalene Oracle. One of my soul sisters, Veronica Gray from Aya Inspired Tarot. She has this deck, and I saw it when she was using it, and I was just completely enthralled, like, oh, it's speaking to me. It's a card in here that says Alpha and Omega, and you know that's exactly what we all about, the beginning and the ending. The Alpha and Omega say the way is already made. So if you are feeling anxious, insecure about anything, in terms of your provisions, your position, any of that, rest assured, right? You are exactly at where you're supposed to be at. Ooh, the anointed. See, I rise with only more soul. So it's definitely giving rising up. It's giving growth. It's giving ascension. And you're anointed. It's something about you. See, the way is already made, right? How could the way not be made for an anointed one? Right? It's given that they told me give and receive in the title. So to be anointed, you already given. It's given like the heart of David. Like David always was communing with the Most High God, giving himself as a vessel, always recognizing after the heart of the Alpha and Omega energy. And it's given like the way had already been made for David to become king. Doesn't mean that he didn't face adversity, but it's given that the way had already been made. Like everything that he needed in order to meet his destiny was already with him at the time of his anointing. Like he gave in order to receive this anointing, and therefore he didn't need to worry. It's giving me even the spirit of David of being very prayerful, knowing that the Most High God meets all of your needs, protects you from every enemy, gives you every provision, every protection. So in this moment, you can rest assured that everything is working out for your great, no matter what the situation. You could be coming against some major foes like that fucking Goliath energy. But the thing about Goliath is that David, right, cast that rock and it knocked Goliath down. But Goliath had what David needed in order to really conquer, you know, Goliath. He took Goliath's sword and chopped his head off. So therefore, it's like, you may start out with something small. Like you could take something small and cast it as giving, and you in that action of giving, you will receive something that you really need in order to be a conqueror, beloved. Spirit is giving us a ding on that. So don't discount your stones, is what it's giving me, right? Like you have the tools that you need to conquer any situation in your life right now that you are facing. And I'm getting somebody facing something that could cause them some anxiety, a little bit of angst, a little bit of worry about what's going to happen next. And the Spirit is telling me to tell somebody on this day that the way has already been made. Thank you so much for hanging around. Ooh, see, remembering, I know who I am. And if you remember who you are, then you know that you are enough. That's what it's giving me. Like, you look at the light that's around this person. I like this deck so far. This is our first time using it, and it really is speaking to me. The light that's on this person is telling me that it's something that's coming from the inside of you. Right? And it's even giving me, I'm hearing the word transmute. Like you are able to transmute energy and brighten up your light and your lumens. And I'm getting that it's going to also help you see clearly. The Spirit had us go and do some mirror work, right? It was like looking in the mirror, reaffirming self, talking to self, and, saying to self, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. I am the anointed one. And I rise with only more soul, the source of us living, which is giving me more light energy. I can transmute darkness. I can transmute negativity into more light. It's giving divine feminine energy. It's giving manifestation. It's giving creation, right? It's giving calming your energy down from anxiety driven, fear driven to faith driven, amazement driven. Like, don't worry about it, wonder about it. Allow the Most High God to amaze you on how things are going to come about. Yeah, the cross. I am anchored in love, right? And love is an acronym for light on voluntary escape. And we were getting like meeting fear with faith, right? Right. Sometimes we could feel helpless to our situation. And then instead of having that energy of helplessness, we can transmute it into hope, right? We can be exhausted in a situation, but instead of feeling exhausted about it, we can tap into our ability to endure. And that's what it's giving me. Hey, Miss Hillary, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you, right? It's giving being anchored in love, anchored in yourself, rooted and grounded, remembering who you are, knowing that you are anointed, and anything that is brought to you is only for your great, for your development, for your growth, for your ascension, to meet your mission for somebody. Great day, Miss Monica. Ooh, see, angels are with you. I have never been alone. You are never alone. You're not. And I'm getting a challenge with somebody really understanding that you're not by yourself, beloved. You're not. There is a force that's with you, that within you, that's helping you do everything that you need to do. And it will provide you with every tool that you need. Like the way is already made. The angels that's providing you assistance are with thee. Anything else in here? Yes. I am hearing two more, so we're going to get two more. Which one? This one. Ooh, beloved. See, love never ends. It's giving me the infinite, like the eternal, because and it's giving me your soul, right? You as love, your soul is enduring, right? Your light is enduring, and everything that you come across only helps you to brighten and strengthen your light. Like you can use those forces of darkness, that anxiety. I'm getting fear and worry, right? You can use those energies by transmuting them for anxiety into amazement, right? Worry into wonderment, fear into faith, helplessness into hopefulness, right? Exhaustion into endurance. Ooh, see, the eye of the heart. We contain the treasure. See, the treasure is within you, is what Spirit said. You are the treasure, right? You are the treasure, is what it's giving me. And again, it's something with your heart, relieving yourself of those emotions, transmuting them to lighten your heart up, to brighten you up, right? Because that energy attracts, that energy opens doors, right? Doors that would normally be closed onto you, door places where you feel like you can't get into. I'm getting you being this anointed one. The way has already been made for you. It's giving me like look back over your life, because Spirit literally had us do that. Look back, like, and see the evidence of faith in your life. Like you believed on something, you prayed for something, you believed on it, and now you see the evidence of that thing. It's looking back and knowing that because it did it before, it will do it again. You are never alone. The assistance is always with you. That it loves you, its love for you is unending and never failing. And everything that is in your life right now is to help you excel. I'm getting excellence. It's giving acceleration. Yeah, the dove is here. See, the spirit speaks through the body. The spirit speaks through the body. And that brings us back to where we were at. The body never lies, beloved. The body doesn't lie. Right? And what we were getting, oh, what is that? It says first power. Ooh, see? Ooh, look. Darkness makes vision possible. And that's the first power, right? And look at that heart energy that's there. It's given the fact that, like we were just saying, these two cards, I just kind of want to see them like as we set them here in some sort of way. And you see, like right now, I still have like this incredibly anxious and nervous energy. For those who weren't here, the testimony for that we had that brought this message, as y'all can see, I still feel like I'm almost shaking, right? But it's like I had an interview, and I know my stuff, I know my profession, but I know my skill set, I know my strengths, my weaknesses, where I'm looking to grow and all this stuff, and I'm usually able to communicate it. I'm not half bad at communicating, energy get to go on, I could, whatever, but it's just that thing. So, your girl was nervous. When I say nervous, and then I got off the call like, dang, I know I didn't communicate that as well as I could have, or I usually would. Why did I feel so nervous? And then I got out like, oh, I feel like I totally, and I could have, and is this, and like all these questions about self that was coming in and coming up, and having to go into the mirror and look at self and remind self, I remember who I am, I know who I am, I know I'm good enough, I know I have the skill set. If the way is made for us, it will be just that. Like, come on now, like, what's going on? And then the spirit said for me to feel my body. I'm in the process. I'm gonna have just to decide. Like, the Most High God has already decided. It knows the pathway we should take. And maybe the lesson in this day is to feel my body, right? To use that first power, they said, right? A part of that darkness is the fact that I feel so anxious. I don't feel calm. I don't feel at peace. Like, oh yeah, I could feel that energy. It felt anxious. It made me anxious in the way that I was communicating. That anxiety was coming out, and it was just like, something's off with this. And when the spirit said it speaks through the body, I feel like it's the spirit trying to tell us something in terms of when we get to discerning and getting ready to make a decision about the pathway the spirit is taking us. It speaks to us in a variety of different ways, growing us up, growing the gift. We know that we are anointed and we have things that we have to kind of, things to weed out, but it's also things to seed, right? It's things to fertilize, to really develop. And I'm getting right now how the spirit speaks through my body as being one of them. This one. But I do know that I'm anchored, right? Grounded and rooted in that security, in that knowing that the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, cares for me, and every provision has already been met. Like it has already dispatched every tool that we need. I know I'm not by myself. See, healer energy. Woo! We contain the treasure. It could be healing energy, so somebody could really resonate with healing energy. That could be something. Look, shadow energy is coming through. I know who I am is right where it fell on top of, and being anchored and rooted. And that's that thing where it says darkness, makes the vision possible. And it's not lost on me, of course, all of these cards don't have this little symbol right here. You see that? Now look, the other card that it already pulled, can I get it? Yes, thank you. Is this one. You see how it's there? And it's given like, despite the shadow energy is gonna come up. And that shadow is useful. It's telling me something, right? Either to pay attention to how the spirit is speaking through me, myself and my soul are one. The anxiety could be telling me that something is misaligned, right? Right? Myself and soul are one. If I'm feeling that anxious, it could be all this other energy saying that something is misaligned. Because anything that's going to make me question my worthiness, my capability, you're supposed to do that, like, and understand your own strengths and weaknesses and your growth areas, things like that. But you shouldn't feel like my soul is under attack. I felt anxious, like I was walking through the valley of death, like. But then again, it was like, you shall fear no evil, for thou art with you, right? I'm never alone. That's what the Spirit said. For thou art with me, right? Thy rod and thy staff, it comforts me, right? Love never ends. I know I'm beloved. I am a beloved. So kind of just take this testimony and the principles that are coming forth as it resonates to you, beloved. Look, divine feminine energy. And we kind of mentioned that. Right, divine feminine, like being in that peace and that calm place where you are attracting, your energy comes all the way down. I'm getting to the root chakra, red, right? Both of these are red. It's giving rooted, grounded, anchored. Being anchored, can we get it? No, y'all saw it, anchored. Right, so not only do I need to be calm and peaceful and being in places that enhance my peace. So if I am in a group or in a setting where I feel anxious and I feel dis-ease, then that may not be the place for me. And that might be what my spirit is saying to me through my body, right? Another way we can think about this is sometimes we go into relationships, you meet a person and be like, ooh, I got butterflies and when I'm around them, they just make me feel so anxious, you know what I mean? I get jittery and butterflies and shit. Spirit said that's your body trying to tell you something. It may not necessarily be a good thing. It could be a warning. Like, yeah, this is out of alignment with where we're taking you, right? And it could also be an indicator that there's some shadow work that you need to do. Like we did, we got in the mirror, we reaffirmed ourselves, reminded ourselves who we are, and that every situation comes to elevate us. We only rise because we know we're anointed. See, earth is coming through. It's definitely giving grounded energy. Stay grounded, rooted. Yeah, and relief. is here. It's giving divine feminine, relieving those emotions of anxiety, right? Fear, right? For somebody, hopelessness is coming through. Now, we don't feel hopeless, so I know that's not our energy, but somebody who watches this could be feeling that. Like there's things in your life that you cannot affect. You can't affect the change of it, the outcome of it, any of it. And you may be hopeless in terms of your power in that space. Spirit said just know that it is all powerful and it has you, it has already made the way. You have given what you need to give, right, in order to receive. Psychic is here. So somebody could definitely be a psychic. We know that we are, so we will take that. And your spirit speaks to you through your body. So one of your gifts could be, to really listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, right? To listen to your clear cognizance, right? It could be trying to protect you from something. Yeah, even in this live, we still feel a lot of anxiety. Like, and we even really felt the need to message because it was like we need to read this energy. Yeah, knowledge is definitely something for us to know, right? For us, even at the bare minimum, we know areas that we need to grow, things that we need to learn to ensure that, the next opportunity that comes along, we'll be ready for it, right? And today's encounter helped show it, right? It gave us the ability to see, it made something visible to us. You know what I mean? So once it's visible, we're aware of it. We can take inspired action to change it, to affect it, and that hit me in the kingdom. Ooh, we just felt some relief on that. Ooh, we got water, go with the flow, and veiled. So masking is here, and we see water energy coming through. Anything else in here? Thank you. Thank you to the Most High God for using us to bring this message, for using every situation for our great. Everything happens in divine timing. It's giving divine timing and divine alignment, right? We know that our mission is we do multiple things like many people or spiritualists do, right? A lot of people who do this work, it's not your first work. Like you have to do something else for sustenance, right? And we don't know where it's gonna go in the future. We pray for the highest, right? To literally, be fully endowed and embodied in a way where we're helping people either heal their energy or something within self so that they can reach their highest self, because that's what we want for ourselves, is to meet our destiny, right? And whatever we can do to be a servant in that arena, we've already declared that to the Most High God after its heart. And its heart is to call us all in into wholeness, into oneness, into completeness. So not only do we do the work on self, but we share that with others. And I'm really getting this divine. It's something with throat chakra. I'm hearing speak the highest over you, reaffirm you, is what it's giving. It's giving the fact that you need to be in an environment that's peaceful. Not only will it it's giving relieve worry, it is coming, but it's something about relieving your system of stress, right? And I'm picking up the word cortisol for somebody, so you could definitely have high stress levels for somebody, if you are a feminine or female in gender, but men have high stress levels too, so don't take it like it's just a gender thing for divine feminine. It just means that you're manifesting, you're in the energy of attracting. You've been you've been giving out this energy, and now it's time for you to receive. But it's something about relieving your energy so that you can receive with calm and peace, like attracting things to you that bring relief, that they do not bring in more stress, they don't bring in more anxiety, they don't bring in a new sense of worry or insecurity. It's all about reversing that energy, being very secure, very confident, just knowing that you can attract as long as you are in that peaceful mindset. Anything else in here, Spirit saying no? Yeah, water, the ability to go with the flow. like to just flow. And I'm picking up psychic abilities. So somebody could have water here be in their chart. I am picking up Queen of Cups out of the Divine Feminine, right? It's giving nurturing, nourishing, not only onto self, stay rooted, stay grounded in the flow of things. Things could get turbulent for somebody, and if they are, just know that the way has already been made. Be grounded. It's giving earth and water, like to be grounded, but also the ability to go with the flow, beloved. Yes. Whew. Thank y'all so much for tapping in for this quick little message. We got a few more minutes. We're going to just pull a couple of closing advice from the Akashic Records. We may get something else depending on what the spirits say. But I appreciate y'all. I do. I know this was rough and choppy, starting from the beginning. But y'all know how it go. It can start slow, cold, like that old school Crisco. We got to get it out the can and into the pan, and the Alpha and Omega come in and turn the heat up. I feel like we still nervous. We calming down. Yeah, see, deception is here. Shadow came out. The darkness is here. And now deception is here. And it actually flew out upside down. And I'm getting, it could be, they are telling me unseen deception, right? Something that you don't see that could be coming towards you in the future. So listen to your body. You could be, again, look, I'ma just, look, you could be, for us, if we were sitting in that interview, and it was like, for some reason, we could not express to our fullest potential like how we normally do. And we sometimes go on interviews just for fun, like just to keep that skill sharp, because interviewing is a skill in itself. And as much as we know, it was like, look, we and what the crazy part, oh, that veiled card. Y'all remember when the veiled card came out of this deck? See, look, Stormy, I can't make it up. And behind that is nature spirits. So I'm getting your spirits, and nature is grounded to earth, right, which is already here. This is definitely a warning, right? It's like, for somebody else could be going through this. It could be relative to us, and we will take it. It's self-edifying onto the spirit, right? So we can be strengthened to bear the yoke that's on these shoulders, and we overflow to go out onto you to spiritually edify you, so you can be strengthened to bear the yoke that's upon you. And I pray that you overflow, and we meet in the middle with unity, harmony, for the sake of clarity. It's something about understanding the wisdom of your body and really honing into what it's saying to you at a particular time. For us, it was today in that interview. We would normally blow an interview like that. We know it like the back of our hand. So it's really not a reason why we would be nervous. It was something else. It could be some sort of shadow or deception that's in that our body is warning us about. Like, you may not want to go in that pathway, in that direction. We don't, we still discerning. We'll let y'all know, but that's what we're getting. It says you're not seeing the entire picture of a person or a situation. It may be purposefully withheld from you, or you may be choosing to look the other way or betray yourself in some way. It's time to gain clarity. It's something about this situation that you don't see. And I'm getting something about that veil being there. Like, either you were purposely veiled where they can't see, or it's something else in a situation that's masked that you can't see. That's what Spirit said. So it may be putting you, like, giving you these emotions to let you know that maybe that situation ain't for you. Like, all money ain't good money. That's what I'm getting. Like, you could end up in a situation that is like, yeah. Yeah, love and accept yourself is here. Move your body is here. It does say remember who you are, right? So knowing that you are enough, that you've given enough, you've done enough to go into a situation that's going to kind of put you in a bad place. See, I'm still nervous. I feel this energy. See, it's a sign from heaven, from somebody, and it's given through your body. Where did that card go? See, the spirit is speaking to you through your body. It's giving your higher self, it's giving your angel assistance, like your ancestors. It's giving like a wrestling in the spirit. Uh-huh. Connect with music, and we are playing some jazz. We're gonna like even explore, other sounds today to kind of bring this energy down, like to dispel it. Yeah, it's something about calming and soothing tunes. They may even have a message through a song today, so we will see what they bring. Yeah, live your joy. See, it's something about relief and living your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. Are you following your joy? And you could feel it when something doesn't feel right. If it makes you feel anxious, if it makes you feel nervous, if it makes you feel, you know, it's giving, it's giving anguish, it's giving anxiety. Yeah, see, you need to be at peace. Peaceful warrior. Right? It's definitely something about peace. Like if you don't feel peaceful, if it doesn't feel calm, if it doesn't feel like it will relieve you, if it's gonna add anxiety and stress to your life, then is it really the scenario for you? And I'm getting no. I'm picking up that fucking storm. Right? It's a storm here. Like, you don't want to be in a turbulent situation. You want to be in a peaceful situation. And your body could tell you that. You may need to learn something where you're at, and we will take that advice, right? Because that's always useful. We're always willing to grow to get to where we are going, right? Where we desire to go. What is the intention? What is the desire? And if I intend that, I desire that, then I may need to learn more about that, and that's okay. Yeah, see, I may need to learn something. I could take a step back and learn what I need to know, right? And everything will work out. And by the time I know all that I need to know, my knower knows it, right? Then the spirit will guide us into where we need to go. Like, that's going to be it, because the way has already been made, and we just need to trust it. Yeah, we just need to trust it. Honor your feelings. So if something is making you feel a kind of way, honor that feeling. You never know what is protecting you from, Ashe. Anything else? Spirit saying no. Synchronicity, see, balance. Things will align when they need to. Timing, divine timing is always working out for you. You see that? Divine timing is always working out for you. And it's giving throat chakra again, like speak it, reaffirm that to you. Right? The way has always been made. Somebody always being made. And somebody is giving me that anointing. Somebody's nervous about how things are going to play out. Confirmation. Very nervous about how things are going to go forward. Are you going to receive that value, that reciprocal value of everything that you've been given? You're giving and expending this energy. Are you going to receive that reciprocal energy, that flow back into you, the water? Is it going to come back? And I'm getting yes, right? It's like even with this hourglass, it's going to give all the sand, but then it gets turned over and then it's more giving. Like, and then it's giving how the wheel turns, right? And it's always like that flow. What is being poured out into the universe is going to come back into you, and to calm yourself and to just know it to be true. That the way is always being made, everything is always working out for you. That's what I'm feeling. I'm hearing the spirit say continue to do, what you know to do. Like taking the actionary steps on a daily basis to kind of get you to where you need to be. And sometimes that involves taking a step back so that you can see clearly, you can reassess. You may need to it's giving me washing your spiritual eyes, or like your physical ones. Like, don't judge you, don't judge the situation. It's like, can you look at it, discern it? It's giving me use observation. Like, look, pull back, take a step back and look at it and reassess it. What is in it that could either be showing you or giving you clues about deception, things that you don't see, whether you're fooling yourself or whether it is something deceptive coming into you. We ding. It's something deceptive. So you could be faced with an opportunity, a choice, or something to, discern. And you may not have all of the knowledge, right, with this knowledge card. It may be something else you need to know. And the way that you're going to know it is the way that you feel about it. If you feel anxious and you feel worried and you feel jittery and you feel nervous, that's probably not it. All of those affirmations, right? You probably want to just sit back and just let your body tell you. If your body doesn't feel right, it's like, no. This darkness, that dark energy is going to make something visually possible. Anything else? Nope. That's it. That's what we have for this quick little 30-minute lunch break message. We will come back later on today. I thank you guys so much for sitting through my testimony. If any of it is helpful to you, just on the principle, beloved, that's amazing. That's great because sometimes we miss the signs of things. Some things are not just like out in the open, and you just have to listen to your body. One of your psychic abilities is your claircognizant, your gut feeling. It is your emotional response to a thing. You're so welcome, Miss Monica, right? Sometimes we really dismiss our emotional response, and a part of developing our emotional intelligence, right, is by really honing in and paying attention when our body is telling us something. Yeah, see, that's that spiritual support. Right, they're coming in. See, they can see what you don't see. Right, look on the other side, study and learning. There could be some things that we need to learn that somebody else needs to learn. If you are looking for, whatever you're intending and whatever you're desiring. Right, whether it's promotion, upward mobility, whether it's more freedom, whether it is another form of passive income, it's just whatever that is. Learning is a thing. Be forever a student, right? Is giving student teacher energy, right? The spirit is going to help teach you some things, and for us to sit in that student seat and be willing to learn when they are bringing the lesson. And they're going to bring the lesson through pretty much anything, through all types of encounters, right? Whether it's us with a freaking job interview, whether it's with people that you meet, whether it's in relationships, with family, friends, or just you having to deal with your relationship with self, the spirit is going to bring those lessons. So be present. And I'm getting like the thing that's really not the only way, because I was gonna say something, but I feel them pulling me back on that. Is be present so that you can discern your emotion, right? Like you can understand what you're feeling, that you can bring it to your consciousness awareness, and you can discern and resolve the issue. So if you are feeling worry, hopelessness, worry, use wonderment. I wonder how the Most High God is going to work this out, right? I just wonder how it's going to turn out. The need has already been expressed. So, in the Most High knows the need. I prayed for my spiritual tools to be delivered. I prayed for my provision. I know that they're coming because I'm sitting in the evidence of faith in this moment. I have prayed for what I have, whether it is change, whether it is freedom, whether it is to be away from a bad situation, you know what I mean, to know that I am safe, right, to know that I'm secure, or just away from any threats, any deception, right, to have those cords cut. Right? Sometimes when we cut those cords, we do have to take a step back. Sometimes our economic position changes, our living situation changes, employment situation changes, friend groups change, support groups change, but the thing that remains the same is that you are a beloved one of the Most High God, and you're never alone. that you can claim the treasure. And to remember that always you were given this anointing, right? Because you are after the heart of the Most High God, seeking its will daily. And you can be anchored in the knowingness that it will always care for you, beloved, the same way it does the squirrels, the bees, the birds, everything. If it will take care of those small things, what would it not do for an anointed beloved one? And to know that, yeah, take charges here, but inner peace. Definitely needing to be in a space of peace. Don't let outside circumstances create turmoil and frustration, anxiety, worry, helplessness, hopelessness, any of that energy within you. Remember, you always have the power to take charge, right? You always have the power to choose your response. Somebody's response right now needs to be present, right? To be so present with you, to take a good look at you and what is with you and what is within you. Let it ground you, let it anchor you so that you can go with the flow of things, is what it's given. Let inner peace attract a higher vibrational outcome for you. That's why we were getting divine feminine, who attracts, right? And needing to sit in this place of peace and relief so that you can attract peace and relief. And if anything is coming to you that feels like fear, insecurity, butterflies, angst, nervous energy, like your stomach feels nervous, like I literally felt like I could throw up. That's how disturbed my gut was. Like I felt like I could throw up. And from that standpoint, I know something in that was off, right? It's something that my body was trying to tell me, that my spirit team is trying to tell me through that energy. Affluence in a karmic path. See, something could definitely be offering you affluence, right? It could be money, prestige, position, all of that stuff. But if your spirit is nervous, it is trying to keep you off a karmic path, beloved. It's trying to keep you off of something karmic. It's some sort of deception that may be present that you don't see. Yeah. Remember who you are. I know that I'm worthy. I know that I'm capable. I have the knowledge, the skills, the capability, the talent, the charisma, the attitude, the value, and the morality to be successful in a position that the Most High God has called and decreed for thee. It's already anointed, and the doors that need to be open will be opened onto me. That is the meditation. That is what we will continue to repeat onto self. See, divine feminine, attracting in that energy. It's all about security. All about security. And if something doesn't make you feel secure, if it makes you question who you are or your abilities, then eat one of two things. It could truly be a reflection that you truly, resolution is coming through. It's given, it truly can be a reflection of something that you need to grow within self, which is a good thing. Or it's telling you that this is not your pathway, which is also a good thing. So either way, it's still working out for your great, beloved weed. Yeah. Yeah, I reclaim my soul is coming through. It's given, first of all, the imagery on this card is beautiful. It's feeling like being hugged, like the Alpha and Omega, like coming together and balancing and really carrying and nurturing, like divine feminine needing reassurance from the Omega energy that they are cared for, that they are secure, that every need is going to be met. Like I can trust that the way is already made. I'm looking at them like saying like I got you. Like don't worry about it. Like I got you. Like always. Ooh, resurrection. The ego dies and the soul rises. So it's definitely giving like let go of the ego. If you do have like oh, any angst about learning something new, release that. Yes, he's stuck in fear. See, I told you I was getting a fearful, anxious, nervous type of energy. So anything that makes you feel like that, that is a part of the ego to release it, right? Let's get resolution and we're going to call it. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Can y'all look? You see how that last word is relief, and we kept talking about the divine feminine sitting in that energy, needing to be peaceful and calm, and welcoming things into her life that brings relief. Her life, his life, is just the energy, right? But it's like, what are the things that bring relief? Hopefully, y'all could see that. And that last sentence just really does it. It just really hammers it home, right? Remember, resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or that we want. And we, again, it was giving hopelessness, like something may not turn out the way that you hoped it would, but we can transmute hopelessness into hope. You encountered that situation for a reason. It could be a stepping stone, it could have you step back and see something, whatever you need to learn, whether you need to skill up, bridge some sort of gap. We're always students, right? Life is a journey. And just because this opportunity may not come in, I'm getting, even if it is a situation where I'm being diverted or directed into something else, it's for my protection, right? And you notice I'm using very particular words, that the spirit will be using my emotional system, that intelligence, to warn me of a situation that could be filled with things that I just can't see. Some things that they would keep back from my knowingness that would affect my decision making. But my spirit team goes before me. It knows all things. So it would speak to me in a way that presents itself: nervousness, anxiety, fear, confusion, right? All of those shadow energies to say, hey, we're warning you about something. If it doesn't feel calm, if it doesn't feel peaceful, if it doesn't just flow, you might want to take a look at it. It could be something in it that could throw you off track. It could be a karmic path. And we're using your emotions so that you can dig into your psychic gift of claircognizance to warn you about it. You in it's giving, that's a tool for your discernment. Again, if it don't bring peace, if it don't bring relief at the end of the day, you might be directed to a dharmic pathway. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I guess we took our whole lunch hour. We gonna have to eat at the desk. But we appreciate y'all for sticking it through and helping, just waiting until we get all these ingredients out. And I pray that it's helpful onto somebody. I don't know where you guys are at or who's gonna come across, this message. I believe the person that needs to see it, even if it's just for self, when we watch the playback, is gonna be helped by it. To really dig into your emotions and pay attention to them. What are they telling you? If you run across to somebody, a situation, again, that nervousness is coming through, then it might not be the pathway for you, right? We've often been taught the opposite, like butterflies and jitteriness is a good thing when it's not, beloved. It leads us onto karmic paths. It's a way of protecting you and directing you to the best path for you. So meditate on the meanings of your emotions. It's given reaffirm yourself. For somebody, mirror work is important. So we're definitely going to be doing that throughout the day, reaffirming self, right? Reminding us ourselves of the same principles we just spoke about. And yeah, because we the wheat too, and we got shadow to work through. So hopefully this was helpful unto you. I love you. I do. I love you just like I love me, because that's my capacity. Yes, yes. I think that's a make to listen to the body to determine whether it's a karmic path or a dharmic path. Thank you, Miss Monica, for saying that, because that's exactly what I was feeling, right? And we have been having some intrepidation even leading up to the day of interviewing, and Again, we study, we always are prepared, and it gives us, that ability to go in and just be confident and go for it, and, that Queen of Wands energy. We totally was like nervous. I'm talking about nervous and stuttering, and we generally don't do that. So we know we have to take account of the body and reassess what is it telling us, something that we may not be aware of, and it may be redirecting us into a different pathway, something that feels more calm and at ease, like where we can just kind of flow into it instead of like that nervous energy, and because there's something else in it that we're not aware of. And I love the Alpha and Omega for using us and bringing that to us and through us for somebody else that will be helped by it, right? It is the beginning and the ending, and it knows all things. It sends us our help, every provision. And the Spirit said, you have been giving, and you are going to be receiving. And as these opportunities flow in, it's important that we are discerning. Love you guys so much. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe, beloveds.